Hello everyone, welcome back to BFX Factory once again, and welcome back to another exciting Unreal Engine tutorial. In today's video we will create this beautiful 3D environment inside of Unreal Engine 5. In this tutorial I will show you some important steps like how to use the PCG in perfect way like this one and much more things. So without much further ado, let's start the video. So this is the scene. Basically we are going to create this one. So let me show you the overview here. It's a little forest and there is a house and some mountains. So let's start it from the scratch. So first I'm going to create a new level. So file, new level, and here I'm going to use empty level. You can choose any of this if you want to skip the light setup. Okay, so I'm choosing this empty level, and let's create the light setup here first. So go to Windows, I'm going to click play sector and I'm going to lights, and here I will add directional light, skylight, and all the regular things of light setup. Okay, in place of this you can use the ultra dynamic sky from the Epic games. That is super amazing. So after this let's go to skylight and let's click on this movable and make it real-time capture, and then direction light, movable. So our next step is to create the landscape. So go to landscape here. So this is our landscape. Now we have to create the path for our river, so it will be simple sculpting. Okay, so before that I'm going to use the character to scale out the scene. Okay, so let's go to add button here, then go to here add features or content pack, and simply click on this third person and add to project. By using this you can imagine the scale of the human or of the river or anything. Okay, and that will be helpful for your environment creation. Okay, then close this and I'm going to character folder here, go to mannequins, meshes, and just add any of this like this. Okay, anyway human model is too small, so we will make the river accordingly. Okay, so I think we should decrease the brush size little bit like this, and also I'm going to increase decrease the brush fall off. That's fine. And now let's apply the brush according to your desired shape, just like this. Okay, you don't have to worry about how deep it is going to be. Okay, that's all. Little bit in this side. Now let's add the water body. So before that you have to enable the water body plugin. So go to edit, plugin, and search for water, and here you have to enable this one. Okay, remember. Okay, so just check on this and restart your project. After restarting, just go to this search classes and search for water, and I'm going to use this water body custom. You can also use this river option, but for my scene I'm going to use this one. Drag and drop, and let's increase the size like 5. The second thing is you can directly scale this plane like this, or you can duplicate the same. Both are same thing. Okay, so I'm going to increase the size of this plane and I will keep it according to my river path. Okay, so that's all. I think my river is ready. So now let's do some more sculpting here. So go to landscape, increase the brush size. Okay, and just go to sculpt, and just little bit, not more. Okay, so now I'm going to add some material to my landscape. So for that I have already downloaded from the Quixel my Megascan folder surface, and yeah, this one is my ground material. So let's select the landscape and let's go down here, and here you can see the landscape material. Drag and drop. So here you can see lots of repeatedly material textures. So for my scene I don't have to worry about this because I'm going to cover this with the grasses, foliages, and much more things. And if you want to change the tiling of this material, then you just go to this tiling offset and change the value of tiling X and Y, and that's all. Okay, after this let's add our house. Okay, I will provide the link of the house model in the description. You just have to go and download that. So this house is a FBX file, so lots of components are there. So I will simply click on the static mesh and select all like this, and just drag and drop wherever you want to keep your house. Okay, this location is fine for me. Now what I'm going to do, you can see all the components of this house is selected. I will just right click here and click on move to and create new folder, and I will rename this as house. Then all I have to do is change the material of this house because this is completely white. So just go to Quixel Bridge, and here under this surface wooden folder you will get lots of wooden material for your house. So let's start drag and drop this material on our models. And one more thing, one more tips that I want to show you, if the material is not looking good in your model, then just use the modeling tool. For that, go to here, select modeling and click the part of that model and just go down to UV and click on project UV, and this will give you the options of manually adjust the material. So in this way you can adjust your texture or material. Okay, so let's add all the materials on my house. So as you can see, the material are applied on all over the house. For glass, I'm going to use a simple metal because I'm not going to take any close shot of this house, so it won't be visible more. So here I have downloaded some metal. Let me show you. Yes, this one, MI steel metal. Okay, so I will simply drag and drop this metal to my glass. Okay, that's all. This is looking like glass actually. Okay, that's all. Our house part is also finished. Now the next step is so important, the PCG, procedural content generation. We will create the forest, we will add the grass, so don't skip. Okay, so to create the procedural content generation, you have to enable something, that is edit plugin, and search here PCG, and here you will get this procedural content generation framework. So enable this one and restart the project. After restarting, I will create a special folder here like PCG tutorial. Okay, so go inside, again right click, here you will get this option PCG graph. Okay, just click on this, and here I'm going to use grass. Okay, because I'm going to use the grass and rocks here. So open this. So here you can see only 2 nodes are there. You don't have to worry about this. Okay, don't think this is so hard. So let's place it here, little bit far from the output node, and I will open this, and let's start with the new node, that is surface sampler. One more here, surface sampler. We can also copy the same. Okay, so let's add this input to here, also here. After this, I will apply transform points, this one, and click on this. Again, after this node, I am going to use static mesh spawner. Okay, Again the same thing here, just copy this both, Ctrl C and paste here. Remember this one is for rock and this one is for grass. Okay, just follow the step. So I'm going to rename this both things, like select this all, right click, create comment, and I will rename this as rock. Same thing for the grass. Okay, this will be better to see and work. So after doing this all, we have to create some more nodes before joining this output. So let's add some 3D mesh to our rock and to our grasses also. So first I'm going to select the starting mesh spawner from the grass. I will add some 3D grasses that I have downloaded from the Quixel bridge. So here you can see mesh entries. Remember I am using this starting mesh from the grass. Okay, so I will click on this plus icon for 5 times because I will add 5 different grasses, and just open this descriptions, and here we have static mesh. Okay, so just select your 3D grass. I'm gonna use from this one, so select one by one. Okay, then this one. For rest of the index I'm going to use some tall grasses. Yes, that's all for grasses. Same thing we will do for this rock. Okay, that's all for my rocks also. Let's click on save, and finally I'm going to connect this with our output node. Okay, so let's apply this PCG to our landscape and let's see what happens. Okay, this is our graph. So if I drag and drop here, you can see nothing is happening. Sorry, I did some mistake. We have to connect this with the landscape. Actually here you can see the landscape. So click on landscape here, connect, save, and let's see now. Yeah, the size of the rocks are too much big, so let's decrease here. Go to transform points and you can decrease the scale, like minimum 0.1 and maximum will be 1. Okay, in my case. And as you can see the rocks are too much, so we have to decrease the density. Like just go to this point extra and increase the value like 150. So let's rotate this little bit, some random rotation. So under this transform points, here you will see the rotation minimum and maximum. So I'm going to change the rotation only in the z-axis. So here in the z-axis I will apply -45 and maximum will be 45. Okay, positive 45 and -45. Let's go to our grass now. So to increase the grass I'm going to decrease the point extra, like 50, 50, 50. And here you can see the point per square meter is 0.1. Just increase this. Okay, and if you need more grass then decrease it to 10. Okay, and you will get much more grasses. So here is the point, the most important point, guys. Okay, don't ignore. Here you can see the grasses are coming out from this rocks also. So hard to differentiate all this, means there will be no grass where the rocks are there. Okay, so here is the good tips I am going to show you. For that we have to add some more nodes here. Let's add a new node here, that is bound modifier. Okay, this one, and one more node, that is difference, this one. That's all, these two things we have to add. So this node will be difference the rock from the grass. or the grass from the rocks. Okay, anything you can say. So what is our source? Grass is our source foliage. Okay, so I will connect this to the source. After then I will difference the rock from the grass. Okay, but we will connect this with the boundary modifier first. So let's do this. Connect the transform point to the input of boundary modifiers and then connect the output with the difference. Okay, let's see if anything changes here. Nothing is changed. Okay, don't worry, we have to do some work here, that is just disconnect this one and connect this with the starting S, and now you can see the grasses are removed from the rock. Okay, but there is little more grasses. To remove that, just click on this difference, and in the right side you will see density function. Just click on this and click this to binary. Okay, now you can see the grasses are removed. The mode will be infrared, so don't change this. Again, if I go to bound modifier, just see the change. Okay, let me minimize this. Select this bound modifier, and if I change this bounds minimum and maximum to like 0.5, you can see the changes. Okay, again in the maximum. Okay, just see what is changing. Okay, so I am going to keep it 1. Okay, this is better for me. I think 0.8 will be better. Everywhere, wherever rocks are available, there is no grasses. So in this way you can difference the grasses from the rock. And if I change the seed here in the surface sampler, I will change the seed here. Just see how grasses are getting removed from the surface where the rocks are available here. Okay, in this process we will do the same for the tree. Okay, so let's save it, and now let's use this PCG to all over our scene. Everywhere. Okay, if you cover up this areas, these empty areas, you can change the value in boundary modifiers, guys. Okay, so don't worry about that. Like if I decrease the value like 0.2, so in same way you have to do this for the tree also. If you want to add rock in the tree, then you can add, or you can just remove the rock from the tree PCG, because here we already have some rocks. Okay, so here I have some tree PCG. I have added some little amount of rocks here. You can see here also there is no rocks where the trees are there. So just follow the same process, or you can just duplicate the PCG and change the grasses with the tree. Okay, so I'm just going to duplicate this all around my scene. So I want some more grasses here also. I think I will select my grass PCG and move this little bit here. Okay, that's fine. And the next thing is just cover up the scene, beautification of the scene. Just add manually whatever you want to add. Like I want to add some rocks here, this empty area, also in this area, also at the side of the river. Okay, so this is up to you how beautiful you want to make your scene. So after adding lots of stuffs in my scene, this is the environment that is ready for render. But you can see the gaps behind this is looking weird. So to cover up that, I'm going to use the background mountains, that is this one. You can get it from the marketplace completely for free. Okay, so I'm going to use some snow kind of mountain. So for that, here we have the folder modular winter. So click on this and click on static mesh and just drag and drop whatever you want to add. So I'm going to use this snow one, not here, don't worry, in little bit far distance. And that's all guys, you can see that is a large mountain behind the forest and this is looking beautiful. So now it's time for rendering. So how to render in perfect quality? Okay, so let's go for that. For that I'm going to click on this. Let's create a new sequence, save. After that I will add a camera here, cinematic camera. You can use the camera from this also, okay, wherever you can go. After then here we have the camera. So right click here, snap object to view, again perspective, cinematic, perspective. This one is my camera right now. Okay, that's all. And change the lens setting to DSLR and this will be, I want to add this manually like 21 and 21. Okay, yes, that's looking great. And I will increase this squeeze factor a little bit like 1.3. Okay, that's all guys. Let's drag and drop this camera to our sequence and here we will control some light setup from this camera itself. So just go down and actually we can search here like exposure. Okay, and just enable this both and I will select this manual and just increase this little bit like 9. Okay, that's all. So after this let's animate our camera a little bit. So just keep this in our first frame and go to transform, select your camera position and add the keyframe here and just go to last frame by click on this and move your camera wherever you want, whatever animation you want to give to your camera and add another keyframe and select this both, right click and click on this linear for smooth movement. That's all. And now if I play, yes, the scene is looking jerky because of my GPU not working better. Okay, and there is lots of LODs are in my scene. Okay, now how to render this? Just click on this, okay, and click here and then just remove this JPG. Okay, don't remove this. If you want to export in JPG sequence or EXR sequence, that's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to use EXR sequence. So go to setting, EXR sequence, then again go to setting. I will click on anti-aliasing, setting, color output, and basically that's all. One more thing, console variables. Inside the console variables I will go to console variables here, add this. I will find r dot screen percentage and this will visible and I will write like, you can write 100 or 200 whatever quality you want. So I will type 200. Okay, then just go to color output and here you will see disable tone curve. Okay, enable this, go to anti-aliasing, you can select 2 and 16 and just click on this override anti-aliasing. That's all, and all these settings are okay, don't have to do anything. And finally go to output, select your folder here and accept, and just click on render. And that's all guys. The next step is up to you, which software you want to use for the video rendering. I am going to use Premiere Pro. So here I am inside Premiere Pro, and to import the sequences I will double click here, and this is the sequence that I have exported before. So to import, just click on the first frame, and here you can see image sequence. Click on this and open, and that's all guys. Just drag and drop this to your timeline and hit play. Okay, so this is now as a video, and just do little bit of color corrections and export the video and enjoy. So this is for today's video guys. If you like this video, if this video is helpful for you, please give a thumbs up to this video, and if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel for more exciting Unreal Engine tutorials and also filmmaking tutorials sometime. So see you again in the next time. Have a nice day.